Most people think it's too late to build wealth unless you start in your 20s. But here's the truth. Wealth isn't about age, it's about rules. Simple, timeless rules that the wealthy follow religiously, and anyone can apply starting today. Whether you're 18 or 68, these 7 rules are the difference between always chasing money or finally making it work for you. Let's break them down one by one. Rule number 1, pay yourself first. Most people are stuck in a reactive cycle. They get paid, pay their bills, spend on wants, and then save whatever scraps are left over. Usually, that ends up being nothing. But the wealthy flip that formula on its head. They treat saving and investing like a non-negotiable expense, like rent, like taxes, like a bill they can't skip. This is the mindset behind paying yourself first. You take a percentage off the top, 10, 15%, 20% if you can, and put it into your savings, investment accounts, or debt repayment before you touch anything else. The rest, that's what you learn to live on. It builds discipline, it builds momentum, and over time, it builds freedom. This one rule turns your income into a tool, not a trap. Even if you're starting small, $20 a week or $100 a month, you're developing a muscle that compounds into wealth. Because what matters most isn't the amount, it's the habit. And the earlier you build it, the faster your net worth grows. Rule number 2, never rely on one income stream. Job security is an illusion. Companies lay people off, industries collapse, technology replaces roles overnight. If all your income comes from a single paycheck, you're one unexpected event away from financial crisis. That's why the wealthy diversify their income strategically. They might have their main job or business, sure, but they also build side hustles. They invest in assets that produce cash flow. They develop digital products that sell in the background. They buy dividend stocks, real estate, or even start monetizing skills online. The point isn't to overwhelm yourself or hustle 24/7. It's to slowly reduce your dependency on one source. Start small. Could you teach something online for extra cash? Rent out a spare room? Create a product once that sells forever? Over time, these streams build resilience, and they buy you options. When one source dips, the others keep you afloat. And eventually, they grow large enough to fund your lifestyle entirely. Rule number 3, live below your means, no matter how much you make. Lifestyle inflation is the silent killer of wealth. You get a raise and suddenly you need a nicer car, a bigger apartment, more dinners out, new gadgets. The bank balance doesn't improve, but your monthly expenses definitely do. Wealthy people resist that trap. They understand a powerful truth. Just because you can afford something doesn't mean you should buy it. They deliberately keep their lifestyle beneath their earnings. If their income rises by 20%, their spending might only rise by 5%. That gap, the difference between income and expenses, is what creates investable capital. And that capital is what builds real wealth. This doesn't mean you can't enjoy life. It means you enjoy it intentionally, not automatically. You build your lifestyle around your goals, not around your ego. When you live below your means, you create space. Space to invest, space to breathe, space to say no to toxic jobs or bad deals because you're not living paycheck to paycheck. And that space? That's real freedom. Rule number 4, use debt as a tool, not a trap. There are 2 kinds of debt in the world. Debt that makes you poorer and debt that makes you richer. Most people are drowning in the first kind, consumer debt. Credit cards with 20% interest, car loans on depreciating vehicles. Buy now, pay later deals that feel easy until the payments pile up. This kind of debt locks you into a cycle of stress. You're working to pay for things you bought months or years ago. Your money is going backwards. But wealthy people use strategic debt, the kind that helps them acquire assets. That could be a loan to purchase rental property that cash flows, or financing inventory for a business that multiplies their capital, or even leveraging low-interest debt to invest in something that yields a higher return. Here's the difference. Bad debt takes money out of your pocket every month. Good debt puts money back in. Before you take on any debt, ask, is this going to generate income, or is it just feeding my lifestyle? If it's the latter, it's not helping you, it's hurting you. Learn to be ruthless with debt. Master it, or it will master you. Rule number 5, let time and compounding do the heavy lifting. The secret to wealth isn't working more hours, it's working smarter with time. Because time is the multiplier, and compound growth is your most powerful ally if you let it work. Let's say you invest $300 a month, starting at age 30. With an average 8% return, you'll have around $450,000 by age 60. But start just 10 years later at 40, and you'll end up with half that amount. Why? Because time didn't get a chance to do its job. Every day you delay investing is a day you lose exponential potential. And it's not just about the stock market. Time compounds in learning, in business, in health. Everything that matters in life gets better when you show up consistently and give it time to grow. So no matter where you are now, start. Don't wait for the perfect moment, the perfect amount, or the perfect opportunity. Because wealth isn't built in a single moment. It's built in thousands of tiny, consistent ones that compound when you're not looking. Rule number 6. Learn to control your desires, not just your dollars. You can have the perfect budget, a high income, and the best financial strategy on paper, but if you can't control your impulses, you'll still be broke. Every day, you're being marketed to, on your phone, on your feed, in your inbox. Every ad is engineered to bypass your logic and trigger your emotions. Envy, fear of missing out, instant gratification. That's why building wealth isn't just a financial journey, it's an emotional one. Wealthy people learn to pause, to ask deeper questions. Do I really want this? Or am I just reacting? Does this purchase bring me long-term value, or just short-term pleasure? They build what psychologists call delayed gratification. It's the ability to say not yet instead of why not, to wait, to prioritize freedom over flex. This isn't about being frugal for the sake of it. It's about making every dollar count, because every dollar you don't waste is a seed you can plant, and that seed can grow into something far greater than what you gave up. Master your emotions, and you master your money. Rule number 7. Make your money earn more than you do. Here's the ultimate goal of all these rules: to shift from working for money to having money work for you. Your income is important, yes, but it's limited by time and energy. There are only so many hours you can work, and only so much you can charge. But investments, they don't sleep, they don't take weekends, they don't burn out. A rental property can generate income while you sleep. A well-diversified stock portfolio can grow without your daily input. An online business can sell products 24/7 without your physical presence. The wealthy track one metric relentlessly: how much income came from my assets, not my labor. That's the key to financial freedom. You start by working for money. Then you use that money to buy income-producing assets. And eventually those assets earn more than your job does. That's when you realize you no longer trade time for money. You own your time. And that's the highest form of wealth. These 7 rules aren't trendy, they aren't flashy, and they aren't complicated. But they work, because they're built on timeless principles that never go out of style. You don't need to be young, lucky, or a genius. You just need to be consistent. Because real wealth isn't about timing, it's about discipline. And the sooner you start applying these rules, the sooner you build a life that's no longer ruled by money. If this gave you clarity, share it with someone who needs to hear it, especially if they think it's too late to start. And if you're ready to master your money step by step, subscribe for more grounded, practical strategies without the hype. The best time to start was 20 years ago. The second best time is right now.